Welcome back. In this video, we will be talking about error handling. So, error handling is a way to manage errors when they come up. So, for example, a folder is not found, and instead of having the script continue the way it is and just keep the errors going, it will do something. So, for example, if you have something that's either on drive E or drive C, and you say, well, first we'll try drive E, and if that doesn't work, we'll try drive C. Then this way you can try drive E, and if only if that doesn't work, you will try drive C, type of thing. So that's what error handling is, or you can just abort the code altogether. So let's take a look again at our get child item E from the previous video. If we run that, we get an error, and the console looks different here in here, but we get that error, PowerShell 7.1, and we cannot find the drive E. It does not exist. Well, that's not really something we want to display to the user. And let's say if drive E exists, we're gonna let's say we have a more complicated script. If it's just one, it's fine. Now, one way we can do it is if $question mark, most basic way of handling an error. But the problem with this is that, well, you still get the error message displayed. So let's just see. So let's write host success. So if $question mark is true, that means that the previous action succeeded. If it's false, then it failed. So let's just run this. We'll probably do an else statement, and we'll say write host failed, and let's play this, and there we go, we have failed. And if we get child item C, we'll get a success, right? But we still have that error message being displayed. So how do we get around that error message not being displayed? Well, there's the most basic one, which is error action. So a lot of commandlet have error action, and there's a few options. So there's silently continue, there's continue, there's stop, and there's suspend. So, oh, there we go. So silently continue, stop, suspend. Well, there's a few. But so if we do silently continue, you'll see that we will run this, and it will, I'm sorry, let's just do an error. We will run this, and it will say failed without displaying the error. But that's not great. That's not the best way of doing it. The best way of doing it, if you really wanted to handle errors, is like this, using what's called a try-catch statement. So what a try-catch statement does is it will basically try a statement, and if there is an error, it will catch it. Right, host failed. Right, so try this. If there's an error, do that, and don't continue anything else. But you can put more than just one thing. You can put an entire script in a try catch, and then handle the errors all together. So let's give that a shot. Let's remove our error action and see what happens. Oh, so what happens here is we still get our errors, and our error is not caught. So the reason for that is that try catch only stops a type of error that is terminating, meaning that if the error will cause the script to stop, so very fatal error, I can't think of one right now, but there are some errors that are like, no, if If you encounter that error, there's a major problem and you need to stop the script. But if you have, but you can also force an error to be terminating. So if that error is always, if that error occurs, then you will terminate the script, and now try catch will handle it. And let's take a look. And there you go. Now that error was handled, it failed, and it stopped. So that's wonderful. So that's really something very important to keep in mind. Try catch only works on terminating errors. And if your commandlet does not throw a terminating error, you have to force it to handle all errors are as terminating. So that's it for this video. In the next video, we'll be taking a deeper look into the try-catch statement.